Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's how to set up the Virgin Media Hub 5. So we'll be disconnecting the old hub, installing the new Hub 5 and then changing the Wi-Fi network name and the Wi-Fi password. Right, let's get cracking. I ordered a free Hub 5 from Virgin Media and then I got a text saying that my new Virgin Media Hub is activated. And this meant my old Hub 3 stopped working and I needed to get this one installed. This is the Hub 5 box that arrived. Inside you've got some leaflets and you've got the recycling information for sending the old hub back, which I'll do later on. And this is actually the Hub 5 modem router. It's a little bit bigger than the old Hub 3. You get a small plastic spanner, but we're not actually going to need this today. And then underneath you've got the power adapter. Now you must use this with a Hub 5, don't use your old power adapter. Right, let's uninstall the Hub 3. First of all, switch it off at the mains and then unplug it. I've got lots of wires here behind this system. Trace it up to your Hub 3 router and unplug it. I'm not going to need this spanner because the network cable just plugs straight in. It's on like a rib system, so just slide it off. And I've got some direct network connections in here, so I'm just going to unplug those. They can just go back into the new Hub 5 router in the same positions. Going to put the old Hub 3 in this box and send that back to Virgin for recycling. Comes with all the address and the stickers for postage. And here is the Hub 5. Very similar to the Hub 3, slightly larger and more powerful. Let's plug it in. I'm not going to switch it on just yet. Plug in the network cable at the bottom. This is on a ribbed system, as I mentioned earlier, so you literally just force it on. And it's a nice tight connection, can't come off. Then we're going to plug in the power adapter at the bottom, and it's not switched on yet. Then I'm going to switch it on at the plug. And then you've got this small power switch at the bottom of the hub, and just switch that on. Now what you need to do is just let the system settle. It can take up to 30 minutes for this new Hub 5 to install itself, and all the time it's doing that, this white LED flashes. As soon as that goes solid, you're ready for the next stage. And this is about 10 to 15 minutes later, and that LED light at the front has stabilized, so the hub has installed. I'm just going to put my network cables back in. These are in exactly the same positions as they were in the hub. If you've got any that are similar, just make sure that you plug those back in. And now we're ready to change the network Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. And this is my main computer, which I normally link to the Wi-Fi. As you can see, I've lost the connection because the old router has gone. And this is the standard network name which Virgin has given us on the bottom of this router. And we need to put in the network key, which is this password here. We have to do that first before we can then change the network Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password. So it's verifying and connecting. So we're now connected to the new Wi-Fi Hub 5. On a computer that's linked to the Wi-Fi, open up a web browser. I'm just in Chrome here, and then type in this web address. I'll put this link in the description so you can paste it in, then press enter. This gives you access to your Hub 5. Select the language that you want, then click on next. Now you need to put in the Hub 5 password, which is underneath on a label, so just type that in. This can be changed at a later date, but I'm just going to leave this the same. So type that in and then click on next. It's asking you if you want to change this. I don't want to, so I'm just going to click on skip. Because this is a first time install, it's just going to go through a few web pages. And then it will take us to the steps where we can personalize our Hub 5 settings. This here is giving us our current Wi-Fi network name and our Wi-Fi password. You can just click on change, so select change. Then you can type in a new Wi-Fi network name. This is the name that everyone will see if they come around and they've got their iPhone and they're trying to connect to your Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to call it something memorable like Lurgs Wi-Fi. Then click on change to enter a new password. This can be anything you want, and underneath it shows you the strength of the password. Then click on next. Then it reminds you what the new network name is and the password. Then click on finish. Now, because I've connected to the Hub 5 router using this particular computer, and I've now changed the network name and the password, I'm now going to lose my connection. So in the bottom right hand corner in the taskbar, you can see I've lost the Wi-Fi. If you click on that and then select Lurgs Wi-Fi, which is the new name, click on connect. Type in the password that you've just entered for your new Wi-Fi name and then click on next. It says verifying and connecting. And there we've successfully changed the Wi-Fi network name and the Wi-Fi password. And this Wi-Fi is now working on this computer. Then go back into the Hub 5 using that IP address at the top and then make sure that you log out. Now what you need to remember to do is make sure you select that new Wi-Fi network name and the password on all your other gadgets. So that's iPhones, laptops, any Alexas or Echoes. And I'm just going to do it on my iPhone here. And then you have to put in the password and then select join. And that has successfully connected to the Lurgs Wi-Fi network on the Hub 5 router. Absolutely fantastic. And I tell you what, that definitely deserves a lovely cup of tea. Oh. If you found that useful, there's a video over here about how to print multiple pictures on one page in Windows 10. And on this side, there's a video on how to take screenshots in Windows 10. And of course, you can subscribe by pressing this button down here so you don't miss any more how-to videos on how to save you time and money. Thank you for visiting my channel, everyone. I really appreciate it.